Dun, 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 dun.
Happy Thanksgiving, football fans. 3 minutes from now, you're going to know all the final scores for the Thanksgiving games. We're also going to try to squeeze in Black Friday. Either way, Aunt Roberta is going to be positively wowed by the knowledge that you drop at the table here. Last things first, the nightcap. Best taken with a fourth slice of pie and a fifth glass of wine. Niners, Seahawks, the height of this 21st century rivalry now feels so long ago. Dick Sherman and Michael Crabtree are long gone. No more Russ and Cap. Harbaugh out. Shanny in. We don't even know if Geno's going to make the scene here. Somehow, the one guy who is still around, the oldest one of them all back then and still now, Pete Carroll. But the rivalry may be creeping back. Seahawks now hampered by injury. They are at home, +7 at the time of this recording. I say the Niners, after that little midseason swoon, on a roll, double-digit victors. Hench, how say you?
Right there with you, Sheck. Niners 27, Seahawks 16. Whether Geno or Locke plays, I don't think it matters. You don't want to be dinged up when you're playing a team that is getting as right as the Niners are. Mm-hmm. They did let the Bucs hang around, and that game could have had a backdoor cover. I don't see it on Thanksgiving. Niners by 11.
Spaghetti.
26-17 49ers. Remember weeks ago when I was just like, they're going to be okay. The Niners will be fine. It's games early this season. We will forget about this. Plus, with the injuries to Geno Smith and Kenneth Walker, that's going to hurt on that side of the football. Brock Purdy, perfect quarterback rating or perfect passer rating game last week. Niners all the way.
Aggregate of our scores represented by the handsome Brady Lemieux there says the Niners by 10. Commies in Big D to play America's alleged team. No offense there, Jim Harbaugh. This is one of those classic divisional rivalries. And it begs the question, why is Dallas in the NFC East? It's 1,500 miles away from the East. Who cares? The Cowboys are given 11 at the time of this recording, total 48. I say the Cowboys win and cover. Hench, how say you?
Yeah, I don't see, coming off an kicking by the lowly New York Giants. I don't know how the commies hang with this wrecking machine in Dallas. I think it's 34-17, maybe not even that close.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, I'm going to a Dallas kind of blowout here too, 34-20. I don't know. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm buying into the Dallas Cowboys, which I know is going to burn me. But, Washington, really unimpressive. Obviously, they're trying to tank. I think Ron Rivera is a lame duck head coach. He's going to be gone soon. Everyone kind of anointed Sam Howell as being the guy. Not with all those turnovers. So they may have a question mark there at quarterback here. Dallas should win an easy one.
Brady Lemieux says the Cowboys continue their trend of beating up on lesser foes. A more than 2 touchdown win there. Packers in Detroit. I know if you're a big football fan, you hear Packers Lions on Thanksgiving, your mind goes to the legendary Nickelback halftime show. Either way, the Lions now giving 7.5. Can you imagine? They're giving the Green Bay Packers 7.5 on Thanksgiving. Finally, they're on the right side of things. I say they celebrate in style. The home fans get a treat. The Lions by 9. Hench, how say you?
Man, our cars are practically rubbing up against each other in these garages.
Beautiful holiday message.
It's a very chalky Thanksgiving day, I think, for all of us, which is not that interesting. If you were looking for one game to not go chalk, I think you'd be looking at how erratic the Lions have been lately. But the Packers had no business beating the Chargers. They should have lost that game by 3 touchdowns. All the Chargers did was drop touchdown passes and fumble in the red zone. Packers are not very good, moving up in class. Sheck, you have both Montgomery and Gibbs on your fantasy team. You know full well what a handful that two-headed beast is in the backfield. I say Lions 30-20.
Talk about a steamroller. The Cool Cats. Spaghetti, talk about this game.
I'm going Lions 29-20 here. Kind of like what Hench was saying. Like Green Bay shouldn't have beat the Chargers. In reality, the Lions shouldn't have won that game either versus the Bears with how bad Jared Goff played. But guess what? Good teams find out ways to win, and that's what they did. And plus, Jared Goff will never have a game nearly that bad again this week. So I'm Lions all the way in this game.
Brady Lemieux says Lions win and cover. Hench, quickly, 1.8 surprise trivia question. Best Thanksgiving side dish?
Sweet potato pie.
Wrong. X that out. It's stuffing. It's always stuffing. Let's get in the Black Friday game. Dolphins, Jets. Not Zach Friday. He's been benched because Zach. Anyway, 2 is not benched. That's bad news for the Jets. And I say that the Dolphins finally unload, and the Jets, the defensive pressure, I should say, the pressure on the Jets defense finally gives here. The Dolphins roll 35-3. Hench, how say you?
26-10 Dolphins. Again, we're wedging into the same garage because it doesn't, the reason Zach Wilson has played so long is that Tim Boyle was the alternative. So we're going to see that in action, I assume, on Black Friday. It'll be a Black Friday for the Jets.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, it's going to be a blowout game. I have 35-12 Miami in this one. I know the Jets' pass defense is tough, but it's hard to stop this offense. Tyreek Hill with like 1,200 yards receiving already through 10 games. Absolutely absurd. The Jets' locker room is obviously coming apart here. As you've seen all the stuff that's going on. And, Zach Wilson now has just really sucked the life out of this team, and they have no good other option at quarterback here. So sorry season for the Jets. Probably fingers crossed that Rodgers comes back soon for them, but bad loss in this game.
Brady Lemieux, like Dave Dameshek, a pedigree snob, down on Tim Boyle, says he's only going to get 8.3 points against the Dolphins defense, which is finally rising up under Vic Fangio. Go stuff yourself with food and booze and pie and stuffing and booze. And I hope you stuff your wallet with money off of our picks there. We'll talk to you after the holiday weekend. We will have a Week 12 proper 15-minute pregame show for you. Be on the lookout for that one at its usual time, Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern is where you'll find that until after the football games are through. Thanks so much, football fans. It's been a thin slice of heaven.